All right, so this is the next meeting of the planning for Eisenhower Matrix and for this house at 76 East Shore in Mountain Lakes. So we actually have plans that the architect has sent over to us. Thank you, Danielle, and to your husband James for the, let's start off with the elevation because this is what he came up with. So we've got a couple of different issues, and that first issue is going to be that the existing setbacks for the house are we're definitely breaking the sort of the new setbacks for it, right?
We're
so
like
we're
20 feet on one side and we're like 22 on the other, and we're supposed to be at like 25.
Right, so we're only 2.5 feet off, okay, on this one side, and I think on the other side, I think we're okay. So at this point, we're trying to figure out how do we feel about this particular elevation. So let's make your arguments.
This is the plan for the second floor that they want to. So it's a split level house. Currently doesn't have a second floor, but by adding the second floor, we can gain a primary ensuite, walk-in closets, and another bedroom, which will transform it into a 5-bedroom, which is going to definitely add a lot of value. The question is, how do we feel about this kind of Dutch colonial silhouette next to this more traditional kind of split level?
It's a mid-century split-ish kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
So the question becomes, does it look, for me, my first thought was this is like two different houses.
Yeah.
Yes.
It almost makes...
It does. That's why I asked if the
Yeah.
windows are existent, because this looks different than this.
Yeah.
This is not
And
this. These go together. This is...
I feel like this is easy. Like, I feel like we can replicate this
Yeah.
easily.
Yes.
So I'm less concerned about that. I think the roof line is probably what we're all a little more concerned about.
Yeah.
The Dutch sort of has a colonial feeling. But Jim, you were saying, the concept, how about going with the concept of an industrial farmhouse?
So,
Talk to us a little bit about that.
So if we have to use this roof line to stay within the parameters of the setback, if that's the reason the architect went with that, one of the ways that I think we can modernize it is by going with kind of an industrial farmhouse look, which is gaining popularity whether you're going dark or you're going white. If you go with that vertical siding,
You're
there's
talking about
long,
vertical,
there's
almost
long-
like wainscoting siding.
It's almost like that wainscoting siding, yeah. It's like a flat panel with the ridges in it. It's long, it's vertical. And then you could keep, I believe it's brick on the lower in the, as it sits right now.
It's
Part of it. Part
I
of
think
it's brick.
I think the
It's
entire
brick
bottom
around.
part
It's
of it is
brick
brick,
around the
yeah.
garage, and it's siding around the bay window.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, if you keep it brick here, maybe it's brick under this siding, and we can expose that and do a whitewash. I don't know, but if we have to go with this roof line, then I think the vertical siding's the way to go. If we don't have to go with this roof line, I'd rather see the house stay in the kind of mid-century vein. I think that'd be easier to design around.
It's funny because I almost feel like, with this side, because it's a little more inoffensive, like it's sort of is what it is, you could almost get away with the more contemporary look. But my biggest concern with that is that it doesn't fit the neighborhood.
Yeah, if you make it too contemporary, it might not fit with the neighborhood, because we're talking Mountain Lakes here, and there's a lot of old colonials down there.
Yeah, but I think there's so many different styles of homes on that block. It's not like we're trying to fit in to the neighborhood because everyone else has their own
That
style.
block is a little more
The
eclectic.
style is, that's the term, eclectic. There's a,
And it was a mid-century to start.
colonial.
It was a mid-century to start. I think if you stay true to what it was, that's okay. We're not going to go off the out into the ether on the finishes on the inside, right? We're going to keep it within what the general public
I'm
finds
inclined to agree with
attractive.
Jim. If the surface that changes, we'll mirror a little more of the windows so that it doesn't feel like such two separate houses.
And we can probably get away with just doing it on, say, the front, which
Right.
limits our surface exposure.
Right, that's true. Okay.
So we're saying we're going to go up and cross.
If we do it there, whatever we
if
do in
we
the
have to keep. So in other words, structurally, if we have to keep this pitch simply because there's conforming, setback issues, then I agree with Jim. You go with the industrial farmhouse
vertical siding look.
You bring that look into
Even
the
with
other.
this,
Yeah.
Yeah, you sort of bring that look into the other two parts of the house that are
Right.
existing.
so now we're
Exactly.
residing the entire house. That was
well, just two walls in the front.
Just the
So
Okay.
you're not doing the brick around the garage doors. You're doing the second floor over the garage.
Because I
And you're
still wanna paint
doing
the brick.
just the part around the bay window
Mhm.
on the main level.
Yeah.
Okay.
And can I say something? This pitch, it's going to give you more space, right? When,
Yeah,
when
that's
you walk
a lot
in here,
of space.
if you're putting all those bedrooms, so you're putting in 2 additional bedrooms and a bathroom, you need this pitch. If it's this pitch, it's going to feel small.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. It's
So,
gonna-
well,
this-
that's
It's
why
gonna
we
feel
did
low.
it.
Well,
Yes.
not if this wall could come straight up to here. If you could bring this straight up, you get more room.
Right, but I think that forces your roof pitch into
Then you have to do the
past
same on
what
that side.
zoning allows
Right.
in the town. I
Right.
think you have a 25, 30, 35 foot maximum height
Right.
in town.
That could
So
be part of
what
it.
he's trying to do is he's trying to maximize the space inside, minimize the impact on the outside, so that whatever we got to get through the town on, oh, we're over by 2 foot, but we're under by 10, and we're,
Yeah.
you know,
That-
et
that's
cetera,
it.
et cetera.
Right, right, right.
These just have to be approved.
Right.
You have to go in and it has to be approved, right? So once it gets approved, you build by this, and then you can make change orders after.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, guys. That's enough for the elevation for today, I guess.
So that's the elevation. Do we want to
yeah.
look at floor
I
plans?
would say we look at floor plans another day.
Okay.